It's actually some of the forecast models on Thursday don't even get us out of the teens during the afternoon. And lows could very well be in the single digits Friday morning, especially in outlying areas. And mostly just flurries along the lakeshore. A lot of times when it gets this cold, or sometimes when it does, you can get really big lake effect events. That's not going to be the case. The air is just going to be too dry. Then Saturday, that's going to feel nice and warm considering the two previous days. Just a few flurries. Now, Tuesday and Wednesday of next week, we'll have to watch. Forecast models are kind of showing maybe a system coming in, but that's a ways away. And then such an active pattern, it's kind of really hard to zero in on. But the chances there of a more significant snow mid part of next week. Remaining cold through mid-December. Look at all that warmth in the west. Wow. And yeah, there you go.
And that's not like coming here. That's just their outlook.
No, I don't see it as of yet. I think we are briefly going to warm up a little bit.
Better not be right at Christmas.
I know. That'll not make me happy. But more often than not, remaining colder than average. So I don't see anything really warm yet. I do expect a little bit of a warm up, but not like, oh my gosh, this should melt everything type of event.
Okay.
So we'll see. Stay tuned.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
Anything else, Matt?
No.
Gearing up for the parade.
Just gearing up for the parade. Really excited about it.
Kind of works out well because you're off tomorrow, right?
I am off tomorrow. And I am going to sleep in. Of course, sleeping in for us is like 7 o'clock in the morning.
I feel like 6 o'clock.
Yeah, right.
Well, enjoy your day off.
Thank you.
See you tonight
We'll
at the
see you
parade.
tonight.
See you over there.
Okay. Well, now we do, before you go, we're just going to check in with Blake Harms. We mentioned we sent him out to Muskegon County. We checked in with him earlier. This is what the situation was in the county this morning.
Hey, good morning, guys. We are here at Mona Shores High School in Norton Shores, the largest district in Muskegon County, and one of a few dozen to have their first snow day of the season today. Pretty easy to see why. More than a half foot of snow fell here along the lake shore, and look at all the snow they were able to clear up. The crews, we got out here at 5 a.m., and the crews were out here then clearing despite the snow day today, and you can see one of those vehicles driving by. So they've been hard at work clearing. Even with the snow being cleared, though, it's pretty icy underneath, not only here in the parking lot, but on many of the area roadways. And that certainly slowed down the morning commute this morning closer to the lakeshore. I want to show you the map of school closings, which does include Grand Haven and Spring Lake all the way up through Muskegon County and through Oceana County. Also includes Hesperia. And again, this is the first snow day for most of them. Oceana County schools had their first one a few weeks back on Veterans Day, but otherwise this is the first for Muskegon County as well as Grand Haven and Spring Lake. Again, easy to see why. The snowfall map shows 6 to 12 inches falling, and a lot of that was in a short period of time. We had kind of two rounds of this. The band formed in Grand Haven yesterday afternoon, then moved its way north overnight up into Oceana County, then moved back down this morning before dissipating and moving inland as we speak. Here's an impressive stat for you. Muskegon had 7.1 inches of snowfall yesterday. That broke the daily record for December 1st, but almost all of that fell in 4 hours, which means that the snowfall rate was nearly 2 inches an hour for 4 hours. And we hit it as we were coming out here on I-96, right around Fruitport. It was like a wall of snow, and snowfall rates were well over 1 inch per hour. Again, it didn't last too long. The snow's still coming down just a little bit here and just enough to keep those roads slick. And with almost a foot of new snow in some places, especially those side roads, the subdivisions, going to take a little bit to dig out after many folks thought they maybe be done for a while digging out from this weekend. Good news, though, a lot of kids are getting to sleep in here in Muskegon County today as the snow continues to come down at a light clip. That's what's happening in Norton Shores. I'm Blake Harms, News 8.
Yeah, I'm sure those kids are none too upset that they get
Yeah,
to
a
sleep
day
in
off.
this morning.
It was really coming down when Blake was out there earlier in the morning, and it tapered off a bit by the end of the show.
Yeah, it did, but I think it was wise to have him out there to show everybody what was going on. We have the rundown coming up next.
Don't go away.
Welcome back to Daybreak Plus. We have the rundown, and we have a few tough stories that we're covering this morning, starting with this woman in Cedar Springs who admitted to suffocating her 2-year-old daughter.
This woman is now in jail. Irene Whitehead, 27 years old. She actually was in court yesterday for her arraignment on first-degree child abuse and murder charges, and again, her 2-year-old's death.
So this is somewhat of a complicated story in that, first of all, what the judge decided was that she needs to stay in jail. There's no bail,
No bail.
in this case. And part of that is because of other circumstances. She not only admitted to suffocating her 2-year-old daughter, but in 2021, she had a 2-month-old son who died. At the time, the medical examiner ruled it natural causes. But in this statement that she signed in the last week, she admitted to killing him as well. The sheriff's not talking about that case to us at this time, and there are no charges in that case at this time. But the charges in this case are serious enough to send her to prison for the rest of her life if there's a conviction.
So again, she is in jail without bail right now, and we'll wait to see if anything happens in the case of the other child.
Right. Another story involving a child's death. There was a 12-year-old who died in January this year in a fire. And police ruled that it was arson. They believe her mom set the fire. But initially, a judge said that she wasn't competent to stand trial, but that has since changed.
Yes, this woman is Raconda Singleton. She was also in court yesterday, and the judge ruled that the case will go forward. Initially, as you mentioned, she was found incompetent, but that has now changed. An order of competency was issued, and so she'll stand trial.
In Comstock, there's a plan to have this battery storage facilities, and in order to make that happen, they have to make some changes to zoning. So
Yes.
Trustees are moving forward with that.
They've been working on these changes, tweaking. A task force has spent months tweaking this township ordinance in order to complete this work. And it's really just one step in a process.
Yeah, it's not as if this is an imminent change now that they're going to have these battery storage facilities, but they are moving forward and kind of paving the way for that to happen.
Yes.
Let's talk about this news.
It's official now.
It's official, and it'll be even more official if it can be later today.
Yeah, Pat Fitzgerald is the new head football coach at Michigan State University. He was at Northwestern for 17 years, has been out of coaching for a couple of years now, but did have a very nice resume when he was at Northwestern. I think they went to they won 5 bowl games. They probably went to more, but they won 5 during his tenure, and he's a former player at Northwestern who took over that program years ago.
So said goodbye after 2 years to the coach at MSU who had a buyout. There's all these buyouts.
Buyouts. His was, I want to say it was $30 million. It was significant.
So you've got these universities paying the coaches that they fired with these buyouts, and then paying the new coach. It's a lot of money going into
it. It is quite
coaching
a bit.
football.
College athletics is big business now. Well, hopefully Northwestern, hopefully Michigan State
Yeah.
will turn things around. They've had a tough couple of years.
You think it'll take a few years with everything that's happened to get to right the ship?
Usually it does, but I mean, people don't have much patience anymore.
No.
Coaches are getting,
Well,
he got 2
last
years.
guy got 2 years. So.
He was 9-15 in 2 years, and out the door he goes. And there's just not a lot of patience. And you look at a program like Indiana University right now is ranked 2nd in the nation, and that coach turned it around in a year or two. And the expectation now
Is that
you'll do it, especially when you're making $8-10 million, $6 million. They want it results immediately.
But you get your buyout if you don't do
If
it.
you don't
So
buy.
there you go. We'll be right back with a look at our celebrity birthdays and a few different interesting notes for what has happened on this day in Michigan history.
Some good nuggets.
Welcome back to Daybreak Plus, and every day's another birthday.
That's right. And we have a couple of good ones today. A couple of celebs. Britney Spears.
Hit me, baby, one more time.
That's right. I was reading about this. Baby One More Time and Oops, I Did It Again.
Oh, yeah.
Two big
Those
albums.
were my high school days.
20 million copies sold worldwide for both of them.
That doesn't surprise me.
She was popular.
Her life has been a little more challenging since then.
Mm-hmm.
But today she is 44 years old, so happy birthday to Brittany.
Brittany.
Also, Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers, current quarterback of the Pittsburgh Steelers, 42 years old today. That's a long career.
To be 42 and still playing in the NFL, that's a big deal.
Obviously, he played with the Packers for a long time, a couple of years with the Jets, won a Super Bowl with the Packers, and he's a 4-time MVP of the league. Still out there playing at 42.
It's not a bad career.
Steelers are having an up and down year, but
Yeah.
We'll see. There's still about 5 games left, 5-6 games.
Are you sure it's not 6 or
6, 7?
7? I don't know.
I think it's 5-6.
I worked in Youngstown, Ohio, and it was always, that's right halfway between Pittsburgh and Cleveland. So we always used to get angry calls from somebody on game days when the Steelers and the Browns were both at home. Like, why aren't you showing the Browns?
Right.
Why aren't you showing
You'd
the
only
Steelers?
see one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's neither here nor there, but this is here. Many years ago, in 1830, in Michigan history, the first anti-slavery society was introduced in our state.
This was interesting. Elizabeth Chandler helped create this society, and this was a society that helped with the Underground Railroad for escaping slaves in 1830.
Yeah. It's, according to the Historical Society of Michigan. Okay. Also on this day in Michigan history, 1927, Ford Motor Company unveiled the Model A in showrooms.
That's right, and it followed the Model T. It was a big hit from 1928 to 1931.
What do you think? What was the big difference between the Model A and the Model T?
I don't know. What was the big difference?
I don't
Can you
know.
tell us? I can tell you this,
What can you tell us,
that
George?
by early 1929, so about 2 years in, 1 million Model A's had been sold.
Okay.
That's a popular car.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just looking to see if there's any quick information on.
Yeah.
No. The price. Is that $1,200?
That is.
Interesting. It ranged from $500 to $1,200. Can you imagine?
I'd like to get a shot at that now.
Yeah. Although.
Current car prices are just
Current
a
car
little
price,
bit
yeah.
higher.
Okay, in 1967, Chrysler Arena hosted the first game. It doesn't look now like it did then. Went through a big renovation about 15 years ago, renovation and expansion.
This is the men's basketball facility where they've played ever since.
Very nice facility for the Wolverines.
I read that it cost $7 million to build it.
The expansion and renovation cost a lot more than that. Which, so when was it expanded? So it was 2010 that they expanded it. But I wonder how much that cost, because there's no way.
Yeah,
$7.2 million, yeah. to
back in
build
the
it.
day.
$20 million is how much it
the
cost.
renovation,
The
3 times as
renovation.
much.
Yep. So there you go. There's that. We do have one more little tidbit for on this day, and it's 1975. This takes us to China, but the Chinese played MSU's fight song to welcome President Gerald R. Ford.
Now, Ford was a Michigan grad, not
Yeah.
an MSU grad.
So,
They played the wrong fight song.
whoops.
Not Hail to the Victors.
I wonder how he responded, though. I don't think he made a big stink
I'm
about
sure
it.
he was
He
gracious.
probably just smiled.
He
and
was
said,
quite a
"Thank you."
statesman.
Okay, we're gonna talk about our last word, which is whatever we want it to be, George.
Whatever we want it to be. What
I'm
will our
looking-
last word be?
I'm looking. I don't know. You tell me. We're going to the parade tonight. I think that's going to be really fun.
Yes.
Tomorrow I won't be on Daybreak because I'm going to East Kentwood High School.
What's happening there?
So they have a really cool orchestra called the Anything But Classical Orchestra, and these are really talented kids. They arrange their own music, and they're opening for the Grand Rapids Symphony on Friday.
Ah, very nice.
They're going to be playing in the lobby. I think the symphony performance is at 7. So yeah, it's a really neat honor to be able to play for so many people in West Michigan who are going to hear the symphony and hearing the sounds of the season. So I get to go and check out some of their rehearsal for that, and we'll be able to show off their sounds so you can get a little preview of their show on Friday. We'll show that Friday morning.
Okay.
So that's what I'll be doing tomorrow.
Now, you have a musical background.
I do. I played an orchestra.
Sing, dance, the whole
I
bit?
don't really dance. Not well. I mean, just for fun in the kitchen, you know. But yeah, I was in orchestra, and
Yeah.
I was in the Kalamazoo Junior Symphony at one point. But then I also played the French horn. I still play the violin, though. I love that
Okay.
instrument.
I've
I
seen
think
you play the violin.
It's so cool what these kids are doing, because it's showing them how they might be able to have a career in music that's not necessarily the classical career. That you can play music and be involved in music in ways that are not the standard or what they envision it to be. So it's a neat program. I'm excited to go and learn a little bit more about it and share a little bit more about it.
I played the clarinet growing up.
How long
For
did you
many
play?
years. I played from early elementary school up until high school. There was no danger of me becoming a professional clarinet player. I like to play. I don't know if I could pick it up and play it right now.
I bet you could.
Maybe like Hot Cross Buns or something like
some
that.
things don't go away.
Some simple song.
Yeah. I feel like when you learn an instrument at that age, some of it is just it's in your muscle memory.
Yeah.
You're just it'd come back pretty easy. I'm gonna start a
Yeah.
whole band.
I took lessons all the time, and played in performances, and
When did you stop?
mom and dad in the audience. I probably stopped around 9th grade.
Okay.
I tried to, I got into sports,
Yeah, it's hard to do more than
and
one
I
thing.
really got into basketball, and so that's what I spent most of my time outside of academics doing, was playing basketball, and the clarinet sort of faded away.
That happens.
Yeah.
Kind of have to start.
And then, I went to
choosing.
Oberlin College, which has a great music
They
school.
do.
There's no chance that I could have played at Oberlin. The people there are too talented.
After
yeah.
taking a 4-year hiatus,
No,
it might have been tough.
no.
Well,
They're real pros there.
thanks for hanging out with us this morning here on Daybreak Plus. We'll be back later this week.
And we'll be at the Holland Parade this evening.
Make sure you say hello to us there.
Have a great day.